Oh, there it is. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my mistake. That's what happens
Thank
when
you.
your co-host ain't on deck and you got to worry about all this other stuff. Anyway, hey Val, that's my girl right there. Vonda, hey Vonda, that's my other homie. I got three V's.
Hey.
Anyway, uh, I'm Brian Forbes,
Right.
DJ Be Real, and this is
Hi.
Kim Forbes.
Hi,
And
Brian.
I'm specifically saying Kim Forbes because tonight's show we're going to talk about married couples in the stepping community, y'all.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, might get this show might get a little hairy. It
Uh-oh.
might get just a little hairy, just a little bit. But we're gonna see what happens, right? Uh, so I got a few things that I want to talk about in that regard. Now, before I get all the way in, y'all, right off the top, just so you know, tonight's show, if you want to participate in tonight's show, all you have to do is call us on Messenger. Now, we will let you know when that is available, and you can
Uh-oh.
join in this conversation because this one's gonna get a little sticky. I think just a little bit.
It's gonna be sticky.
Might get
Let me go get
sticky.
my bat. I'll be right back.
What? 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 See this violence. You see what I'm talking about? Always resorting to violence. Mary Alicia Robinson, we see you. How you doing? Thank you for checking in. Uh-oh. They said they got the popcorn ready. It's about to go down.
Uh-uh.
I need my glasses.
Here they are right
Okay,
here.
thank you.
But I need them too. Can we share?
You can get that pair right there.
I can share. Okay.
See, I'm like Fred Sanford, y'all. I got readers everywhere.
These,
Okay.
These don't match.
What?
I
What
got
they want?
like 5,000 colors.
Yeah, you look like a Haitian.
Wait, what is that supposed to mean?
I'm sorry, that's an inside joke. I have a friend who's from Haiti who talked about my wife's dressing one day and
No,
said
it
she
wasn't
looked.
me. It was,
It
it was
was you.
somebody else.
All right,
'Cause I be
anyway.
wearing wild house stuff.
Yeah, she does. She be wearing some wild stuff. All right, so check it out, y'all. Tonight, we're going to talk about this topic, married couples in the steppers community. And I don't want you single people to go nowhere because this actually affects y'all too. A while back, we talked about dating in the steppers community and the etiquette in the steppers community. Tonight, we're going to talk about marriage in the steppers community. And there's a reason, strangely enough, while we were at Steppaganza last week, I had a person who shall remain nameless. We were having a very interesting conversation, and she asked me, how do married couples manage in this environment? Being around so many people, with all of the different dynamics at play, the potential for temptation, and all kinds of stuff. So I thought this would be an excellent topic to discuss tonight. Willie Jordan, it was Marriage Among Steppers. That's tonight. No, you didn't miss out. You just in time. We talked about dating in the past, and we talked about the etiquette.
And you can always go back on YouTube and find
Right.
the
You can
shows,
go on
previous
YouTube and
shows,
find any of the previous shows. So
and subscribe.
yeah, don't forget. Y'all don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget that. So we're gonna talk about married people in the steppers community tonight. And like I said, I don't want you single people to go anywhere because some of this stuff affects you too, believe it or not. I have so many like questions myself, and I'm putting these topics in front of you all to get your feedback as well.
You reading that message?
Yeah, I'm reading the message. Let me
We
see.
need we
I my
need
glasses.
the hopefully the drops chime in and
Yeah,
a
wouldn't
couple
that be
other
nice?
married couples, Candyman and Tika. Need a
Because
few other married
there are so
couples.
many. Yes, we have a lot of popular married couples in the steppers community.
Oh yeah, there's Reese, Mr. and Mrs. Reese. They
Hey,
married
Chris
as
Reese, my
steppers.
man. I like that guy. And that's another married couple. Now, I guess I'll start out by saying, let's talk about a little bit about. Well,
And I
y'all.
like what she said. While you
What she say?
getting
Let's
your thoughts.
do that.
I can't see the name, but she says she doesn't mind her husband dancing, but if a lady comes over to ask him to dance, she could at least speak to her.
Oh, absolutely. Well, okay. Now I tell you what, we're gonna start this segment with etiquette. Let's
Okay.
talk about etiquette because this part of it directly affects single people and others.
That's just rude as hell, though. How you gonna come to the table? But maybe in
Make sure you're in
defense
the
of
mic, baby.
maybe in the
You don't
defense
have
of
to
the
speak right. Just I'm trying to look. I'm trying to make it right, baby. Calm down.
okay.
Damn. About to
Maybe
get
in the
beat up
defense
over
of the person, maybe they don't know if you guys are married. If you're sitting at the table
Well,
together, so maybe that's why they.
the
Wouldn't ask.
proper etiquette.
I don't know if that's happened before or not to you.
The proper etiquette, and this applies to even just couples in general, people that you see together. I don't, even though they could be married, they could not. But the etiquette rule applies that generally when you see a man and a woman or someone who appears to be a couple, because of course we do have some LBGTQ.
But I mean,
People.
how would you know if if 10 people sitting at the table, who's a couple? Especially if it's a color thing,
Well, I mean, it depends.
Maybe some of the popular couples you might know.
All right. Well, but what is it going to hurt to ask? Regardless, that's a comment that was just made. It still doesn't hurt to ask, especially if they appear. You can see people, and you can tell they might be together. You get some idea. You can tell by their body language.
Okay, what did Tiny say? She said, "If what?
If she don't know he married, she know they together." Right. Exactly, Tanya. Thank you. I think that.
I'm not asking
The
no man.
proper-
I ain't got shot down twice now. Within 2 years, I'm done.
All right, I'm telling y'all, fellas, y'all better quit shooting my wife down.
I'm
It's gonna be a
done.
problem.
I'm not-
See, that's just
I ain't gonna call them out, but
Yeah, my wife asked you to dance. You better dance.
Nope,
player.
nope,
look,
nope.
y'all, it's gonna be
I'm
a
not
problem.
asking,
You
so it
understand
don't
me?
even matter. I'm old school. I
Don't
can't
make
do
me.
it.
What happened? We having a. What are you doing?
Not
over
another
there?
one of these again. I'm not doing
Right.
it. I was about
What the
to
hell?
cuss.
Wait a minute.
Here we go again.
Right, we had a problem last week. I can't believe this. Oh man.
Don't tell me the internet
All right,
went
y'all,
out.
hold on.
Can y'all see us put up some
Y'all
Some
hold
likes,
on.
some hearts.
We gonna make this. We gonna straighten this right out. Hold
Devil
on.
know he be busy every
Man, every doggone-
Tuesday at 7:00. It's hilarious. Thank you, Tanya.
Y'all hang on.
We love you too.
We gotta fix the glitch in the matrix.
You can't see us. She said no.
Y'all hang on. Stay with us.
It's hilarious.
That's 2 weeks in a row. And you already trying to make me take a vacation. See, that's what happened when you speak that kind of stuff into.
Now, I said he needs a vacation for at least 2 Tuesdays, you guys.
Y'all hold on.
We coming back.
I need one of them. One of those. We will be right back signs.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, she said the gremlins again.
Yep, gremlins again, but we ain't gonna let them get us. We gonna fight the
Normally
gremlins.
this only happens on the Black Factor because it be some crazy topics.
Is that how that works?
I don't think Facebook care about us steppers that much. It's more about the other topics y'all be talking about.
That's really odd. Now you see what it just did. Okay, yeah, y'all stay with us. Don't go nowhere. We're fixing the headache. So I'm gonna put this screen up for a second while we correct
We just go sit on the other side of the room.
little issues here. Man,
Tiny, it was my first because we always go to Myrtle Beach for a bike week for that Memorial weekend.
yeah, we're gonna have this fixed in 1 second here. All right,
Ta-da, we're back. Can y'all see us?
now we're back.
Can you see us?
Damn.
Can you see us?
Always something. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, before we were so rudely interrupted by my gremlins. I got gremlins around here like pets. They go around tearing up stuff. Okay, so
Okay, it's got to go back to the questions up there.
well, wait a minute.
Okay.
We were talking about the etiquette part. Okay,
Okay.
so look, if you see my man Enrique Shepard in the building, Val. Okay, so if you see two people, their body language is going to basically tell you to some degree that they together. I think. I think so. Yeah, you can tell who's together. Come on. And then not only that, if you like, okay, let's back up. Let's put it like this. We have a lot of people that travel. Now, when we go to these different sets around the country, we generally see a lot of the same people, except for when we,
How
get
you know they just
the
not
locals.
homies?
Listen, I don't care. It's still rude. Is it? You see how my wife like to save everybody. She just, you still can't be rude. Do you go ask a man? Do you walk up to a man, ask him to dance if there's a woman sitting next to him?
I'm not asking, so it don't even matter. I'll just sit there and watch everybody else first. I've been denied.
See,
I'm over it.
My wife got a problem with rejection. Fellas, explain to her how that works. We get rejected all the time. You can't handle it.
That's y'all used to it, I guess. I don't know. I'm a little bit old school.
Two whole times.
I remember going to the dances in 8th grade, and you stand there and the guy asks you to dance, or in high school. So I'm a little old school. I'm working on it. I did good. I did ask 2 people, and I was turned down. Smiling
happily, yes, we did enjoy Steppaganza tremendously. Wait a minute. You got to watch last week's show. We did a recap. Wait a minute. Hold on. You can't be possibly upset just because somebody said they were. Okay, we getting off.
They come up. What did one of them? Let me see. What was that excuse? I don't know.
Anyway, bullshit. The bottom line. I mean, well, look at it this way. I've said no. I've turned women down before for various reasons.
Really? Shame on you.
The nerve.
He's not gonna do that anymore.
I don't know about that.
No.
Anyway,
I know sometimes the men's feet be hurt because they do be getting worn out.
Okay, so look. Here's the thing, y'all. If you walk up to a table or you walk up to a couple, the proper thing to do, even if you do or do not know if that person is with the person that they're with, it should be customary, and it should be that you ask that other person, is it all right if I ask your wife to dance? Or is it okay if I dance with your husband? Whatever that may be. So that's the proper thing to do. Now, my wife over here talking crazy, but
the guys I asked were single.
How you know?
I know them. I know who they are.
That don't mean that you think you know.
Well, they not married.
Okay.
And they was by themselves at the party when they turned me down.
I wonder why they turned you down.
I'm
gonna tell you now. I'm gonna tell y'all something. As a married couple, now I'm gonna show y'all something. I got blamed. As a matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about this.
He said, okay, go on. We're getting off topic. We'll
go
back to the messages.
We'll go back. Look, as a matter of fact,
I can't
my
see
wife
everybody's name.
gets mad when a man says he will not dance with her or doesn't want to dance with her at the time, whatever the case may be. Now,
how are people supposed to learn to dance better if nobody damn dances with you?
This ain't. What are you talking about? We talking about something else.
But I'm saying,
stay on topic.
Say the people are new dancers and they want to ask and they want to dance and then they go ask. They get the nerve up.
But that ain't what we talking about. We talking about the etiquette of asking somebody that's with a couple.
Okay.
I actually had a man tell me the other day that my wife did ask him to dance.
Is it the one that turned me down?
It probably. Now that I just reflected on this as you were saying that, and he told me that he didn't like dancing with married women or women that he knew was with people, and one of the reasons why because there was listen to me. I'm telling you what he told me. He told me that there was a particular situation where there was a young lady who asked him to dance, but her man was the type that looked like he always wanted beef or he was always on something. So he basically was like, nah, I don't want that smoke.
Wow.
Now, he told me that he did you asked him to dance, and he said, I want to say you did dance with him.
So this was the third one in I got turned down.
No. I want to say he told me that he did dance with you. My man Brick in the building, Chef Tony. I can't remember if he did or he didn't, but I told him that from now on, if he wanted to dance with you, he had my blessing. Look, we come as a couple. Now this doesn't speak for all couples.
Right.
As a married couple, we come to the set to enjoy ourselves. These dances are just that. They are for dancing. Right. If my wife and I wanted to sit up here and dance at the crib, we could do that. I got all the equipment in the world behind me. We could do that. The point is that we go out and we socialize and we have a good time. Now, we're not like everybody. I give you that because...
No, we've been together. Because I know some of the new marriages and stuff, they got these rules. They got to dance first.
Now, let's go. But let's talk about that. We talked about that. We talked about that. Who, us?
Yeah, did we have to dance with each other first before we started?
As long as we've been doing this shit, I don't think so. Look, here's what it was. Here's what it is. Now, some couples have rules. Some couples have a rule where they have to dance with each other first when they get to a set before they will dance with anyone else. Now, everybody has their boundaries. Everybody has their rules. And if that is the reason why one of them says no, they won't dance at the time, people on the, whether they're married, single, or whoever approaches that couple, should not be offended by that and allow them their time to access the room.
Now, so you see what Tony said on there.
Tony said, I won't dance with them unless I know the couple and know that it's all right. See, and that's fine.
Chef Tony turned me down. No, I'm just kidding. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Hey, man, you turn my wife down? No. I have to come see you, homie. No. But so everybody, different people have their different rules. And it can be difficult as a couple, depending on how y'all roll, to navigate some of this stuff. And it can seem strange to others when you are navigating, you know, these
because the couples,
different things.
Some of the couples we know, they kind of like us. They go work the room and dance.
Right. I mean, as a matter of fact, I think you and I mostly, we just kind of go our separate ways. I wouldn't say we go our separate ways, but you go dance, I go dance, I walk. I'm a socializer. I like to talk. And y'all know I'm always
talk to everybody.
I'm gonna run my mouth all night. Y'all know, because I probably didn't talk to half of y'all on here.
I'm sitting and chill, but I get up and dance. But we both kind of work the room. That's what I noticed with the Reeses, Mr. and Mrs. Reese. They was in there when we was in Arizona. They was cutting up. They was working the room. Yep. Chalk and his wife working the room.
Chalk works the room. Yeah. Period. He go.
Shit, Bridget and Kurt, they work the room. I see them dancing.
Nike and Crystal.
Yeah, Nike and Crystal. They work the room. I know I'm forgetting some couples, but
yeah.
I don't know. I think if you insecure, either man or female, maybe Steppin might not just be.
Now, I want y'all to understand that we don't claim that we have all the answers to these dilemmas, if you will, or these situations. However, we do. We're offering this food for thought because of the things that have come up. And questions that I've been. What?
Right. Okay. I was going to say, look what Mr. Jordan said.
Well, read
it may be safer to just avoid dancing with married couples. You guys are cool with it, but who knows where some folks' heads are.
Yeah. That's true. Now, I'm going to say this, though. This is where I get into the part of, if you're a couple and you know that y'all have a lot of these insecurities and issues anyway, my suggestion is,
yes,
I don't want to say don't come, because we don't want to. None of the people in these social circles really want to deal with all of that.
Because some people just want to only dance maybe with they.
And that's fine.
I think we used to do that in the very beginning when we was dating and in our first part of the marriage, we just danced with each other when we went out. Especially when we was living away from Chicago.
It wasn't because when we lived away from.
We just always think about it. We used to go to other places and all
Can
that.
I finish?
No, I'm still talking.
Well, then finish. Finish then. Damn it.
I said it. Now I'm done.
You said what you said.
I said.
Don't get pushed out this chair.
We always dance with each other.
You say. I mean, that's easy to say, but here's what it was. When we first, matter of fact, my wife and I met at a little club in Chicago called Chick Rick's, a well-known stepper spot.
You told us that last week. Don't say it again.
Girl, would you be quiet? Dog. Damn, you chatterbox ass. We met at a club where steppers go. We met when we used to hang out at all the stepper sets. We used to go to the club, the other place, the 50-yard line, and every other various places around the city where we would go stepping. Now, when we first met, we stepped mostly together because we enjoyed it and we had a lot of fun. But we also did still step with other people during those times. I think with the time when we mostly stepped mainly with each other was when we left the city, because nobody else was really stepping when we left the city. So that's kind of how that went.
I don't think so, but okay.
Well, then,
it might have been maybe just, I remember at the other place the other place one time you dancing with somebody and I'm dancing with somebody, but normally it was just us. Anyway, point being, if as a couple you have insecurities and problems, shit that y'all need to work through, it's better that you don't bring that into the set. Now, if y'all just intend to dance only with each other, then I think that's cool too. I just, you're gonna be saying no a lot, I think. Yeah.
Because
I
there's
don't
gonna
know.
be a
I
lot
got a
of people.
girlfriend. If somebody touch her man's hand, she gonna lose it. I ain't gonna say the name, but
Please don't.
she'll start singing stars. She'll jump across the
But
table.
but do we really? But do we want people like that?
No, I
at the
always
set?
recommend her stay at home.
I mean, that's to me that's ridiculous. I mean,
They come out.
it's a social
They
environment.
come out when we come out, but it's better for them. To
Ivan
stay.
Hatcher said some guys have different agendas. I agree with you, Ivan. And as a matter of fact, we're gonna get to that part in a little bit.
I think that's Karen right there. She said, "My opinion only."
If a dance can ruin your relationship, then there is deeper issues. Oh man, I agree, 150%. Melvin and I dance with everyone we can. Now, if the person gets disrespectful, then that's something different. Exactly.
Right.
I agree with you.
I think Pinky and Daryl dance with everybody, and
Yep.
Karen and Melvin, Riri and Will, they dance with everybody. It's a bunch of couples, but I can't remember everybody. But yeah, I definitely agree with you, Karen. There's some deeper issues. But some people are just really, really insecure and don't want to see their mate.
Okay, so while we're on this subject, let's talk about aggression. Let's talk about, and I want to take a survey right here. I want, for those of you that are on Facebook, I want to see hearts for women that are the most aggressive and thumbs up for men that are the most aggressive. Who's more aggressive, the men or the women?
Where's my phone? I left mine downstairs.
I told you. See, because
That's why I can't see nobody. I left my phone. I don't know.
Well,
I
because
don't know who's on there.
okay, we getting hearts. We getting hearts.
Okay, wait a minute. What was it?
Mostly
Hearts
all
for?
hearts for women that are most aggressive.
Really?
All hearts. I have not seen a thumbs up yet.
Wow.
Now, the reason I'm saying this is because look at that.
Now,
All
look.
hearts. All
Somebody
hearts.
said women. Tanya gonna say men.
Okay, here's
Tanya,
the
you're
thing.
Aries. You just want to be different.
Here's the thing, though. And I have
Oh, there
to.
go some thumbs.
I have to agree. Somebody just want to be different. That's all. I have to agree only because, as a man, like most men are not. Okay, first of all, men are accustomed to being rejected. Men don't trip about that kind of stuff. What are you doing?
I didn't do anything. I was pointing to something.
But I think that by and large, women tend to be more aggressive about getting dances, about sometimes behavior, sometimes hands. Now, there are some men, and I think that as men, and I believe my man Tony Anthony can speak to this as well, men will get their ass whooped more than likely if they're doing too much and it's called out. Like, say, for example, we had a set and a man is basically, two hands on and he been checked already. There are enough
So
of
why
us.
would you even dance with him?
Well, maybe she didn't know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you just sometimes these things don't get out until people talk about it, and sometimes people don't talk about it until it comes up. But I think that it will cause a problem. It will cause a problem for
for a man
that
was
male.
super.
Now, on the flip side of that, because we always have to do the flip side, we got to talk about the women, right? Joyce Parker, you hold on. We're gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. We got that coming. That's coming. You hold on. But now, I'm gonna use one example. We were at a set one time, and I damn near got molested.
Oh yeah, I should have told that. Oh, I was going to say something. I was getting ready to say she should have just pulled her checkbook out the way she was going.
Yeah, she could have paid. She could have paid. But she was extremely handsy. Now,
she was extremely drunk too, but that still does no defense.
But that doesn't make it acceptable.
Yeah. It was very disrespectful.
And
for herself even.
Yeah, it was. And it even got to the point I was so uncomfortable. I had to tell my wife, would you please get her?
No, I remember you told my girlfriend, tell.
I had to tell her to tell you because you had to come get me because I was trying not to, come get me.
And I was very nice.
Yes, she was. My wife was polite. See, now, that goes to another thing about married couples on the set.
Now, if that was like
Well, no. Let me show you something.
15 years ago.
But look, let me show you something. let me show you how cold you were by doing that. How together your shit was, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a couple on the scene or in, all right, I mean, we're kind of popular. People know us. It's better to keep your game face on, even if things are bad, because there's a couple people I want to stomp.
But 15 years ago, I would have.
Hey, right.
Been rude.
But you're mature now.
Yes.
And you're grown up now.
Maybe 20 years ago, yeah.
My point is that as a couple, sometimes there are things going on in our lives, and we still have to keep our game face on if we're going to be in public and participating in these events. And that's just the best way to behave and to handle
like
your
a Will
stuff.
Smith,
right. We can't do the Will Smith, Jada Pinkett thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's the better way to go. So that's just a little etiquette housekeeping tip.
I was
right
very
there.
nice about it.
Yes,
and I was
you
sitting there thinking, like, girl, what is your problem? Me and my girlfriend, because, some of your girlfriends be thinking they like, look at that woman. I was like, oh, wow. And I was over there cracking up
They
laughing.
be policing me, baby.
Yeah. We was over there cracking up laughing. He was like, get Poppy, get Poppy.
Yeah, see.
Because I guess as a man, too, you got to be kind of careful.
Now, hell yeah.
Because the lady was very disrespectful.
But that brings up another very good point. Some people tend to, and I know a lot of times, we know people, we meet people on the set and everything, and I caution everybody, married or otherwise, do not behave in a way where you actually think you know some of these people, where you know these couples, because people have all kinds of things going on in their lives. And sometimes their lifestyle, and I use that term loosely, may be something that you're not aware of. And you may be injecting yourself into something you have no business injecting yourself into. Mm-hmm. Am I right? Am I right or wrong? Wrong?
I mean, yeah.
Tony Anthony says some of these dudes will pull it. They'll ask to dance with your mate, but will be dancing with her trying to mack her down on the floor. Yeah, well, that's the last thing I'm worried about.
Yeah. But I'm sure they are. I'm sure they think they slick. I haven't had that problem.
And and I've asked my wife in the past, has anybody, ever sweated you or, came at you, and she always said no. So
I haven't. I guess I look mean.
Is that right? Look like you
we go to Myrtle Beach. I don't be having all that crazy stories.
It's true.
People
It is true. Wherever we go,
through,
don't nobody be testing her like that.
But I don't know.
Now, one of the things I want to get into is what about, and this is to my married couples now. Now we're going to get into some of the stuff with the couples. What is it like when you are in you're married or in a very serious relationship, but I'm mainly talking about marriage.
Mm-hmm. It's too dark. You can't see that.
What you trying to say?
It's too dark. You can't see that.
I can't see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can see.
What Tiny say? Yes, they do. Poppy, don't play.
What she say? Oh.
No, I've heard of women getting all touched on and stuff. Now y'all might see me lose. I always wear big rings, being got punched right in the face. Oh no.
What about?
No, I wouldn't do that.
What about on my? Okay, now here's another, and it goes to what we're talking about, right? What about the people who are married, yet they come out to the set without their spouse because their spouse don't really care about the dance and don't even like it? Some people literally have spouses who do not like stepping.
I wonder why. It's because some folks are messy, or maybe just don't like the dance, especially if you live outside of Chicago.
I mean, everybody don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially people outside Chicago.
I don't know. We know some people that like that, but I've never seen the men do anything disrespectful.
And they should.
Around me, I haven't ever seen it.
And in these public settings, they shouldn't do anything. However, me being a studier of human nature and a people watcher, I have seen some people with their slip hanging.
But that's a lot of women that come out and have spouses and they don't dance too. Vice versa.
Yeah,
You normally
I
don't
mean,
see.
no, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't gender specific.
okay,
I
okay.
said there are people with spouses who do not like to dance, and they go dance. Uh, See, Willie Jordan says people are imagining all kinds of insidious stuff when their partner is dancing with someone else. Yeah, it's just a dance. You're unlikely to lose your mate during the course of a dance. Yeah, but Willie Jordan, it may not be the dance itself. There may be other underlying
Unless the
things
person
going
is
on.
one of those is just so extremely jealous. You know, some people so jealous they just make up shit in their own head and see. You know.
No, there's some people do that
So,
without the dance.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying with the dance, if they know they're jealous and insecure, they probably see all type of shit. I saw him put his hand on your ass, and I saw you brush all up on his cheek. I'm sure they just make up some shit because they just so jealous and crazy.
But I mean, now wait a minute. If they're
Mm-hmm.
at the set with them, then we're not talking about people who are dancing and those who are not. Now, on the other hand, if they are there and they're not a dancer, again, it goes back to what I said earlier about people with those types of insecurities. They need to stay home.
Yeah.
Nobody. I mean, I don't want to be bothered with that. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see people getting into it at the set with a significant other over something as silly as that. I mean, it's a dance. There is a level of intimacy in this dance. I mean, you're talking about two people interacting. You're touching each other. I mean, let's keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? And then and then depending on what song it is, depending on the way y'all are moving about the floor, if you walking, I'm not saying it got to be intimate walking, but the bottom line is, fellas, there's another man who's got his hands on your wife.
Yeah, but
Women-
walking is certain ways you can
No,
walk where it's not disrespectful.
I agree 100%. That's not my point.
Right.
You could be just straight up stepping. It's still just a dance, but it's still a partner dance. And
Right.
like we refer to it as what? A 3-minute romance.
Yeah.
I mean, there are levels of contact that are involved. And if you're one of those kind of people that you can't see beyond that, then you should not be a part of this.
But I mean, that's some stuff people shouldn't just be doing.
Oh, I
dancing
agree with that.
regardless, they married, single,
I agree.
whatever.
Yeah, because
they could be
I
disrespectful.
saw some interesting stuff in Steppin.
We ain't even gonna talk about it, but yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Good evening, Tyrone.
now in Steppin, I have to say this too though. Steppin has created some great couples, I
Yeah.
think, and I also think that Steppin has seen a few couples fall by the wayside.
But then that's probably going back to some weird, disrespectful stuff that happened. Maybe.
Well, the thing is this: if the dance causes your somebody made the comment earlier, if this dance causes your marriage to split, you have way bigger problems than this dance. Y'all's issues.
But if it's one of them annoying ass man or woman is so insecure, they marriage, they're just coming out dancing is just adding some more stuff on top of the other stuff.
Now, Lynn John says he had a stepper tell him that her instructor told the male students do not ask a lady for a dance if they are with their husbands. That doesn't make
Wow.
any sense. Oh, Karen says she met Melvin because of Steppin.
Yeah,
oh,
I met Brian because of Steppin.
And by the way,
June 6th.
June 6th, we'll
No, June 6th. We met each other. Shickaricks on a Wednesday night.
that'll be what, 30 what?
Shit,
32,
I don't know,
33 years?
1990,
Shit.
1989.
Long ass time, y'all. Anyway, Lynn John, you're absolutely right, and it does make it harder for females to get a dance.
Yeah.
Now, the thing about one spouse dancing and the other one not. Now, the funny thing is, I guess there's some level of double standard, I think, because I think the women really don't give a damn. When they don't care, they really don't care. But when it comes to the men, I have seen several men become steppers because their wives would
Yeah.
not give it up.
Yeah.
And they literally
Yeah, the women
had
love
to
it. They
learn how
say-
to step because they
Yeah.
got tired of watching their women
Yeah,
get danced with.
Yeah, getting dressed and getting sexy.
Yeah.
And like, wait a minute, I'm sitting at home. That's good. They should have learned to dance to go be out with their wife.
Yeah,
I think that's a beautiful thing.
that's right. But the women don't
Like
seem to
old
do that
school
kind of
dinner
stuff.
and
you know?
dancing.
The women be like,
No,
man,
some
take
women
your ass
probably
on.
learn. Some women probably learn to dance too because they men like to dance.
Hmm.
I just heard of more.
More
Yeah,
men doing
but I
it.
bet it's some out there.
And the thing of it is, and it takes me to this part though. As a spouse, I don't know that I could imagine. That's just me personally. I mean, and I don't know if I could even speak to it because we don't have. That's not something that we have to deal with. But I can't imagine me not wanting to participate in something that my woman loved that much, to the point where she's traveling and wanting to go to these different things, and I'm just gonna sit there like a bump on a log and watch a football game while she out and some dude spinning her around the floor. I can't see that.
We froze again.
Oh, doggone it.
Oh, you know I love to dance.
Right.
I've.
Uh-oh. Y'all bear with us. We having another
I guess y'all
technical.
can hear us.
Okay, there we go. We bring it on back. Bring it on back.
Kara said she got out more than Melvin. We have no issues.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. See, and the point is that you can do that, and y'all have that understanding, and there's nothing wrong with it. You know, because some people just, I've literally seen marriages be on the rocks over this.
Yeah, because some of the men and women, I say the men, seem like they become assholes. They start putting a suit and hat on. They ain't never really put on no clothes. They put a suit and hat on and just become assholes.
Now, here's the question though. In that regard,
and so
what about the
self-absorbed.
guys? What about the guys who really, like, just learned how to dance, and they really kind of start feeling themselves?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because dancing, I did dancing from a child to 18, 19 years old. Dancing gives you confidence. So if you're a person that couldn't dance at all, or nerd or whatever, and you learn to dance and you come out and start stepping, you know, stepping has a little swag to it, and you start dressing, start putting clothes on. I say this for men. I think they start becoming, you know, kind of like assholes. It's kind of like dating a dude that couldn't dress, and he started dressing him up. Then all of a sudden he started feeling himself and started cheating and acting an ass. Oh, thank you, Dawn. You're beautiful too. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. But yeah, I think some of the dancing, it gives them confidence, and then they just start losing their mind.
I think some of them lose their mind and they ain't married. But yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
Yeah,
so
I'm just saying.
I think
because dancing gives
and
confidence.
God forbid the marriage is in one of those stagnant places.
Oh yeah, if it's a relationship,
yeah.
Then that's just because the man gonna act a bigger ass, and then he got women trying to holler at him and stuff, and it just causes a bigger problem. Because I think it's more the men probably than the women. That's just my opinion.
I don't know. I've seen some sisters come out there, you know, looking kind of sexy and get a little bit beside themselves.
Think so?
You know, yeah.
I don't know from what I hear. Seem like a lot of the men.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably more men.
This, and then the women start talking to him. And then it's 60 women and one man at a party. Shit, that probably makes it even.
That don't help.
Yes.
Let's see. So, here's a question.
And then we got to go back up and read all those questions too.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot, not a lot, but.
Well, I have one though. So, what happens when a couple, a well-known couple, that people like, that they respect and look up to, what happens when they break up? What happens when they're both still in love with the dance and they both still show up at the set?
Shit, people need to mind their business. It's their business.
But you know,
they ain't gonna break up. Man, that's their business. They just be making up some shit. They don't even know what's going on.
Well, I agree with that.
If you and I break up, I'm still going dancing.
If she can walk and he can't, you ain't told no lie right there.
Oh yeah, that's got to be a nightmare. I say do that walking how you kind of at a distance, not that walking all up on top of each other. Yeah, that's got to be a nightmare.
Yeah, but the man, the man leads the dance, so he's gonna have to,
Yeah, that probably she.
But now she can make it clear.
Walk.
She can make it clear what her position, is on it, and if he wants to walk, that's the way he has to do it.
Yeah, like because I ain't dancing like. I'm not dancing all up on a man like that. Even when I was young, I didn't like that slow dance. They be bending your back all back, back in the basement. Now
Is that right? You got your back bent in the basement?
No, because I would go run up the stairs and watch from the my cousin probably. She used to give a bunch of parties. Both of us used to get basement parties. I ain't doing all that.
Chris Reese says it's very easy to start feeling yourself. It takes discipline to be on the scene. Now, Chris, I agree with that 150%. And that was with the initial question that was asked to me, which what brought this topic up. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I had a hard time trying to decide how to approach this subject because there's many ways that we could have done this, and I really didn't want to turn this into some type of a weird, show. But
So, Chris, are you saying for men or are you saying for women?
I mean,
for both?
I think for both because when
See, I
the
think the
question was
brothers be
posed
getting-
to me about, how do married couples navigate this environment, it's, I mean, it's no lie. It's difficult. You have to have discipline. And I mean, like, my wife may not admit to this, but I know when she see a man that she find attractive.
Oh,
She,
really?
I've been with you 32 years. You
He
think
a-
I don't know? Look, my wife, I ain't never seen, my wife met a man one time. She couldn't even get up her words out. Her mouth was stuck wide open.
That's when we had the towing company.
Yes, it sure was. That man, look, that dude had her nose wide open. I know when she see a man she like.
That
And
was
needless
funny.
to say, she was stuck. And needless to
My
say,
big ass mouth, I was like, oh, I don't even know what he was saying. He was so, where is he from, an island or
I don't
something?
even
He
remember.
was something. He
Yeah,
was
he
exotic.
was from somewhere else. But, and needless to say, there are exponentially more women on the stepper set than there are men. And, it was funny because somebody was making a joke with me the other day, and they were like, I don't know how you be around, and all them women, and they ain't wearing no drawers, and they just dancing and having a good time. Yeah, you definitely have to be a disciplined individual. Otherwise, that kind of shit becomes a problem. If you're the type of man you ain't used to that, and you think, and that
That's
kind of
why
thing
you hear
moves
some
you.
of the men be trying to, I ain't gonna say it. Well, some of the men be, you hear single ones. I haven't heard of any married ones. They be losing their mind trying to sleep with everybody.
Oh, please. Well, I don't know about the women because women tend to keep their business a little more quiet unless somebody tell it. But yeah, that's one of the drawbacks. One of the unfortunate things about some of the guys that come into the set. They start feeling themselves like what was said earlier. And next thing you know, they trying to sleep with everybody. But. And then, but this also goes back, and we ain't talking about the married people in that case mostly, but this goes back to the show we did about dating, and we talked about how how many times do you seriously date, not just sleep around, but seriously date somebody on the set before it starts to look weird.
Yeah, but even if they're grown, Brian has his room. It's like piping hot with all these computers on.
It is not.
It is burning up.
Linda Bussell said 8 count D.
If they single, and it's
If they
serious
single, they do whatever the hell they want.
Right. Even if it's not a serious relationship, because I could just think of, I say most Chicago people that I know that like stepping or house music. When they meet somebody, it's kind of like the movie Love Jones. How they say,
Right.
can you step?
You have that common ground. It's a common bond.
So yeah, you gonna date somebody that you like either stepping or house music. That's just part of Chicago culture. So, I mean, if you in a serious relationship, y'all break up, then you with somebody else, especially like the DJs. A lot of them DJs, I can say only for the house DJs that I know.
I know of a couple of situations in the steppers community where somebody was dating somebody else, and then the next thing you know, they with somebody else, or even married somebody else. I know.
Yeah, I mean, shit, it's life, and that's what they like. They have that thing in common. They gonna do, so they probably are gonna be with.
Ivan Hatcher said some women know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. And then everybody grown, so people just mind their damn business.
Well, that's difficult.
What, to mind their business?
People to mind their business.
Oh, yeah.
Who was it we had on the show that made that quote? Doggone, I think it was Casper. Casper said, I'm going to quote Casper right here. He said, spend the first 6 months of 2022 minding your business and spend the last 6 months of 2022 staying out of other people's business. But we all know the streets be talking.
Yeah.
Regardless.
But I could just say I know for house parties, you have the certain group of chicks that always one of the DJs, and they might break up with this
groupies.
DJ and they go to that DJ.
Okay, and in this case, you got the instructors, you got the popular dancers, you got the DJs.
Yeah.
Man, please.
So, but
I mean, keep it in 100.
Because just because you hanging out with somebody don't mean y'all together in a relationship. They could just be kicking. It's cool. It's a lot of men and women that just hang out with each other's homies. Don't mean they together.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, here we go. Because
Hold on. I'm not getting ready to say they all sleeping together. But here go the deal. You can say whatever you want. When it come to men, if they just hanging around, they done either already hit it or they hoping for that opportunity. Now,
Who said that? Amen.
it's the
Oh,
truth.
she said, mind your business. Yeah,
That's right.
mind your business.
So all I'm saying is, and I'm not saying that's always the case,
Yeah,
but
because
99 times out of 100, come on, man. Men
Some
think
people may
men,
not like
men are
driving
not
at
women.
night,
Men think way
and
different than women.
the lady don't mind driving, and they say the guy a little older and he can't see at night. I'm just using this excuse. And they friends, but they both like dancing. They go out dancing together.
I got you.
Because I used to do house dance. It used to be a bunch of women
and don't get and don't and I'm and don't I'm
nobody
I
was sleeping
agree
with each
because
other.
I know of people who claim they do exactly what you saying, but they ain't go exactly
It
tell
was
you
four
they
of us to
sleeping
go
with
out,
everybody.
two
either.
girls, two guys. Nobody was together, and everybody was going out to go look for people while they going to dance. But they wasn't, they wasn't together. But people probably assumed that we were all together. We was all just friends. And David and Shay Shay, we all went together, and nobody was.
I got you.
Okay.
All I'm saying is, here we go with this whole. See, we had this conversation the other
We
day
always
when
had
we
this
talked about
conversation.
this whole friend zone thing. And women don't understand, or I take that back. Many women do understand. They just be gaslighting. At the end of the day,
That's not true.
whatever.
It could be, say if it's a gay woman and a gay man, they hanging out together. People assume they together. They might be going out to go look for other.
But we ain't talking about gay people.
Yeah, but that's in the Steppers community too.
I didn't say it wasn't.
Okay,
I'm talking about when a man.
A man and a woman can go out, damn it, and not be in a relationship with each
I
other.
didn't say they had to be in a relationship.
Or
I
want to
said-
sleep with each other.
Yeah, okay.
Because men are technical. You got to say it just right.
Whatever. Anyway,
Won't want to hit it.
fellas, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about.
And women know exactly what I'm talking about.
Whatever. And then women still can play all the games they want. At the end of the day, she know that dude trying to smell it.
She said, let's vote.
Now, that's right, Claire Williams. Who's right? Thumbs up for me and hearts for her. Now, because the bottom line is,
Ain't nobody voting.
you got to give it, it's a delay, baby.
Oh,
At the end of the day, men gonna be men, men.
There's some thumbs up, there's some hearts.
Oh, it's about even.
Yeah, it looks about even.
Look.
Because I know some women can just roll in the car with the guy and ain't thinking about his ass.
And I guarantee you, all
They
them
just
thumbs
wanna
up
ride.
is men. And all them damn hearts is women, I promise you.
He might want her, but her ass don't want him. She just trying to get to the
Look, Leah
party.
John say y'all both right. See? I mean,
I can see me being single riding with a dude. You ain't getting shit. We just going to the party
it don't
together.
mean he don't want none.
But that's on his thing.
That ain't my
We
point.
going
I didn't say you had to give to him.
I don't like driving.
I never said you had to give to him. I never said none of that. What I said was he waiting on you to break down. He waiting on you to get weak. He waiting on you to fold.
Never happening.
You say it ain't happening.
There's some folks from college and high school. Nope, they already know it ain't happening. It didn't happen.
I'm
No
just
kiss,
saying.
no holding hands. We going to the party.
I
That's
got
it.
all of that. I got it. But I'm telling you,
Just tell
he
me what
ain't
time
got
you
it.
want us to be back at the car. That's it.
okay.
You go your way, I'm going my way.
Anyway.
He's gone.
Anyway.
Waiting. I'm just reading.
So the bottom line is this. When we get out here on these sets, y'all, the main thing we got to do is respect each other. And as single people, you should try as hard as you can to respect these couples. And these couples should be able to respect themselves.
So the woman needs to walk to the table.
Oh, you want to talk about etiquette now?
Yeah, the woman, because somebody
Give
said
the
it
etiquette.
earlier. I can't remember who said it, but she said she doesn't have a problem with her husband dancing with people, but the woman needs to speak to her first. That's rude as hell. We know some of these people are rude. And if she can't speak, he ain't dancing.
Look, Chris Reese said, waiting on you to slip and fall on something. That's right, Chris. See, I'm telling you, you think I'm crazy. I ain't crazy. I know what I'm talking about.
See, there's just a man.
I know how
Where
men
they say
think.
women are from where and men are from Mars
from-
and
yeah.
Venus or something. Yeah, because
Women
y'all
are from
think
Venus, men are from
different than
Mars.
us.
That's right.
So, yes, if she can't speak,
Lois Gabriel said, so that's why they want to buy you a drink. Exactly, Lois. They hope you get inebriated.
and no, that ain't gonna happen either. Mm-mm.
They want you to get inebriated.
It ain't that much drinking on earth.
Look at that. Look at that. See, Juan say some men are very patient, Poppy. That's right. They will wait for an opportunity. I'm telling you. Hey, see, that's what I'm talking about. Don't tell me.
Well, that's just really sad.
And now, don't get it twisted. Now, very few men break out of the friend zone. Mm-hmm. Very few. I've broken out of there before. I'm just saying. It happens. I'm just saying. You know, y'all, you catch you at a bad time, you know what I mean? One of them vulnerable moments. You feeling some kind of way and you want some companionship. You want to cuddle. And the next thing you know, you're really cuddling. You're getting cuddled. You know I'm telling the truth. You tried to be my friend, didn't you?
No. Me and my girlfriend talked about that when she dropped me off. We was like, girl.
That's right. Somebody said it's called slow walking. Now, that's right. Exactly. She was slow walking that thing. Right.
Okay, so getting back to this. So the woman needs to come over, speak to the woman, or say if it's a couple women there.
Speak if you don't do nothing else.
Speak. And most men do it.
Derek Allen say, got him. You so right,
boy.
Y'all
think so different.
I'm telling you. That's why when you start telling me that crap about, we just doing this and they just friends and they just hanging out. Bullshit. I'm telling you. Them cats is waiting on an opening.
I don't know many women who will consistently hang out with a man that they themselves aren't interested in. Now, I agree with that, too. That's not true. I know it's possible. I've done that in high school and college. Hey, you know what? And you know the ones who do keep hanging out with dudes that's just friends? They're the same ones that ain't got no girlfriends. The same ones that all they want to do is be out. You know the two people that I used to hang out with when I was young, and we all still friends. And I still
but you didn't just hang with them either. You had girlfriends too that you ran with, and all of y'all will be together.
Yeah, that's true.
And they had access to cars. That was the difference. See how you used them? See?
No, I had no. I had a car first as a teenager. I had a car at like 14 years old. So no, I was doing all the driving. But one of my neighbors had to always hang with us because my daddy always felt I needed some supervision, but it never worked. But we always hung out together.
Because you was the one causing all the damn trouble.
We always hung out together.
You was the hell raiser.
But it was with no relationship or nothing.
She went and picked up her security. That's all that was. She had two big ass dudes following her around like, don't fuck with me.
And nobody ever wanted anything. He daughter's godfather.
All right, I got that. But my point still is that, and I said earlier, not in all cases, 99 times out of 100 though.
Clear. That's right, not in all cases.
99 times out of 100. Hey, I ain't getting ready to sit here and say he had no idea like that himself. I ain't about to do that because I'm gonna tell you. Well, never mind. I ain't gonna get into that. But anyway, listen, men gonna be men. I don't give a damn. But back to the topic. When you approach what appears to be a couple at a step set, ask who appears to be their mate. If it would be all right if they danced with you.
And it should be the men
and women.
For the women and the women. Yes.
It's both ways.
Now let's talk about somebody put up there earlier. Somebody didn't speak to somebody but wants to go dance with the mate.
That's rude.
Yeah, it's very rude.
And the mate.
Remember that time I went to the bathroom and one certain person don't speak to me? That lady had the nerve to go ask you to dance. And I was like,
you know what?
I ought to go kick both of them hold
on. I didn't, at that time, I did not know that you were having an issue with her like that. I would not have disrespected you like that. And I'm saying that to say also that if a person does not speak to whomever is with you.
She didn't speak to nobody. And then I went to the bathroom. I come back. She had the nerve to ask him to dance. But I didn't say nothing.
And me keeping my game face on, I danced with her.
I said something later, but I didn't say nothing at the time.
And
but I thought about it.
And you kept your game face on,
I thought about it. I was like, I ought to go interrupt this dance.
You kept your game face on, and I appreciate you for that.
Ain't nobody worried about her ass.
You got too much class for that, baby.
That's right.
See there?
But I did have evil thoughts.
Anyway.
Me and my girlfriend sitting over there. You know how when we sitting there looking like, no,
plotting.
She didn't.
They was over there plotting.
I was like, girl, let her have that dance. It's all right.
Right. So, in the end, It is better.
Tony said I should have.
And
It
spouses.
would have been too embarrassing for everyone.
Yeah, and fellas, don't disrespect your woman by doing something that you know is going to upset her.
You know
don't
me,
allow-
I don't want to hear all that shit when you
don't
get in the car
allow-
with your woman because
Yeah,
the woman
no
gonna
shit.
drive you crazy.
Now I'm gonna tell you, I know of a particular gentleman. Who cracks me up. He will actually be rude to women to have them not speak to him anymore, so that he don't have to hear that shit from his wife. Now, I'm like, damn, dude.
Couples be getting in the car, the woman gonna wear that ass out. You had the nerve to touch
You
her.
hear that all the way home. Man, I ain't doing it. I can't do it.
All the way in the car, all the way to the house. He gonna have to suffer the next day. He ain't
I had
doing
to
it.
put a pillow over his head. You dig? Get some sleep. Yeah. So yeah, no, y'all. You
Hey,
gotta
Sheila.
you gotta respect your significant other to the utmost, particularly. And if you when you set those kind of standards, people then they understand that you do not behave that way with them.
Somebody, what he say?
Hey,
Jordan?
Sheila White. Willie Jordan say, y'all two are now one of my favorite couples. I'm learning about how I should behave just listening to you two. Thank you, Willie. I appreciate that.
You have to be friends.
Yeah.
Or it's not gonna work.
If
you got to be friends.
If I didn't
And you
like
can't be
her,
insecure.
forget loving her. If I didn't like her, I'd have never married her.
Yeah, because we
So,
be having fun.
Yeah, we're going to kick it if we don't do nothing else. We're going to have a good time. You know what I mean?
And
We
me and him
gonna-
both can look at each other and have them looks, and then we be over cracking up. We know what's going on. It's our
Right.
own little world.
Right.
But,
We be at the set, but we be in our own bubble. Trust me. But and it's the thing about it and this is for all my couples out there. Y'all have to. You got to be together. You got to be one, and you got to be able to go into these communities and kick it with all of these people, with all of their proclivities and all of their strangeness, because it's some strange stuff going on out there, y'all.
All them weird spirits.
Well, I mean, not just that, but you have people in the community who do participate in other lifestyle sorts of behaviors. You have people in the community who have their own rituals and all sorts of other things.
God.
What?
I don't just said rituals. I don't know.
Well, I don't mean like no voodoo.
You know, I
shit.
watch too many scary movies.
Yeah,
I
I
was like,
know.
oh God.
She loves scary movies, and then can't sleep.
I just sleep quite fast.
And the movies don't even be scary. That's the silly part. Anyway, when I say rituals, I mean things like I said earlier about how they have to dance with each other first
Yeah,
before they dance
yeah.
with anybody else. So as long as these things are on point, with people, let them have it.
So
And-
instructors, I'm sorry, baby, but I was just saying that instructors need to. I know a lot of people like I don't want to hear all of that, but the instructors need to definitely push etiquette.
Well, not only push etiquette, I
When
think
they
that
talking and teaching, they need to be
I
pushing
think when
etiquette.
two people are learning how to step, so that they see, one of the problems with the instructors is they don't teach enough about the culture, and I think one of the things that should be taught is that as a couple, they need to be separated in a class.
Think so?
They need to be made to dance with other people so that they understand and it becomes normalized.
Ooh, remember that time we had a workshop and they was teaching walking. One of the ladies, she was like losing it. She didn't want anybody else touching her husband, like what somebody said in that
Right.
intimate walking.
And
So,
and fact is this. Well, I mean, okay, in the case of walking, I would prefer, I think, a couple to be together. But
Yeah,
I'm
I
talking
think
about
you
just
should put the
generally
couples
stepping,
together. Mhm.
general stepping. They should be separated so that it normalizes them being able to dance in the community. Now, if they're not interested in dancing in the community, that's something else. But I think that, because I mean, the bottom line is this. Like I said before, me personally, this is just me personally. Everybody else got their preferences. If you're a couple and you on the scene or you on a set and y'all got a problem with other people, you ain't got no business there. I mean, that's just me.
or they just dance with each other,
That-
no dance
and
with
that's
each other.
fine. I don't have a problem with that. Y'all stay in y'all's corner, out the way.
Yeah, do
That's
your
all.
thing together.
But I don't want to see. I don't want to see if like, okay, as an example, I'm gonna give it to you like this. Let's say we was at Steppaganza, right?
Where's my fan?
How many thousand people was at Steppaganza? Okay.
I don't know. It's a lot.
Do you realize how many times a man and a woman both would have to sit there and say, "No, I'm not dancing," to people who came up and wanted to
Shoot,
dance?
I'm sure a lot of those men, because there's so many women to, 60 women and one man. Who was that?
Black Knight. He called hell walking with another woman.
Really? You got toe up when you sat back down at
but
that table.
but what I'm saying is that, okay, even though we know what the numbers look like, right? what I'm saying is that
I think as men should just probably. I'm sorry, you just walk with your mate. If you got a spouse, probably safer just to.
okay, but I'm not even talking about walking right now. He's just talking about his situation. What I'm saying is, if you a couple and you only intend to dance with each other no matter where y'all go, cool. But what I'm saying is, how old is it going to get for you to be sitting in an environment full of people that have to keep saying, no, I don't want to dance?
Yeah.
You know, that's all. Sheila White said, I'm on the late freight. Is the topic, don't dance with my man? No, Sheila, it's not. That's only for my wife. No, I'm just kidding. She didn't say that. It's basically married couples on the in the stepping environment and the etiquette and behaviors and different things like that. But yeah, no, I agree to some and I disagree to others, and I think that ultimately the reason this topic was brought up tonight is because these are things that, as part of the etiquette of the dance and the culture, some things that we just need to be aware of. That's all. Things that need to sometimes be brought to light, that should be brought to the attention of others, so that this is just one more thing that we can all be mindful for while we're all coexisting on the wood.
It's so pitiful. I don't think I learned it like I don't think we learned this way.
No, we didn't. We learned because you get your ass kicked.
No, I'm talking about my fan.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else. Anyway.
I didn't have all that etiquette stuff when we learned stuff.
No, because you knew better. It's just like how, just like lane control.
Like common sense, but
not really, because think about it, lane control. When we came up stepping in these really, really tight spaces, we could do everything we wanted to do with it. I mean, literally within.
Nobody ever bumped each other.
Yeah, and people didn't bump into you, and now
people be all over the place.
They'd be all over the floor, Ivan Hatcher said instructors will teach the women more than the men. Ivan, I agree with you.
I keep hearing that they ignore.
But Ivan, do you know why? This also goes back to what we're talking about. I mean, that's why you have some of these instructors actually got groupies, and a lot of times they teach these the women more because unfortunately some of them don't want no competition. They don't want another man to be able to dance.
Wow.
And then you have the ones who generally don't know how to teach a man to do the dance. So they're not going to give him all of the proper information and so that he can get what he needs from the dance. I've seen all kinds of things.
We heard all kinds of things, and then people be inboxing us crazy stuff.
Yeah,
it's just,
that's true too.
Wow.
But these things happen, and it's unfortunate. But one of the things that we are, one of the things that we are focusing on here in San Antonio with our group of people who come and hang out with us is focusing on the men and making exactly sure that the men get the proper etiquette and the dance all at the same time, so that when they do begin to travel, and for those who do travel with us, that learn the ways of the stepping world. And I think it's only right that we do it that way. And bottom line, like my man Chris Reese said earlier, fellas, as married men, we have to exercise levels of discipline that other men will never understand. But not only that, ladies, it is necessary that you have standards of your own, so that things remain the way that they should in your relationships and on the set. And you can do like my wife and keep your game face and be looking like you want to beat everybody up. You be having your mean mugs on, baby. You don't be mean.
I'm just certain things. I mean, before I was even with you, I never had nobody, and I always was stepping. I never had nobody go through all that. Well, maybe like you said, my game. That's
because you be looking like you want to beat somebody.
I never had nobody do all this weird stuff I be hearing. I be hearing women's boobs get, touched and booties get touched. I ain't never had all of that.
And it definitely better not happen now. Anyway, let's see. C1 say bigger classes don't benefit better than the smaller classes. I agree.
Yeah, because I think a lot of stuff gets lost.
Yep.
But sometimes, I think they want them big classes because of them.
Want that paper?
Yeah.
Paper?
Yeah. What does that other one say?
What one?
The bottom one.
Oh. I think when you teach from a place of love for the dance, you will teach etiquette.
Yes, I definitely
agree.
think, yeah.
I agree 100%. I agree.
Definitely, yeah.
Shot-Town's DJ Kiss says, me either. Good.
Me either what?
She don't get them
Those
unwanted
disrespectful.
advances.
I be hearing some crazy stuff. I'm like, Dad, I don't have none of that stuff happen to me, but that's good.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
wear
thing.
big rings. Y'all see Poppy punch this man in the face. I never remember I worked in a bar when I was in college in Houston. That man touched my boobs. I took the whole pitcher of beer and poured it on top of his ass.
Should have hit him in the head with the pitcher.
I did.
Oh, okay.
And the ladies was like, good for you. He was from New York. He was loud and obnoxious. I was like 21, and he thought he was going to touch my boobs. I was like, really?
He was a pervert, huh?
Yeah. And the manager, she was older. She was in her 40s.
You be attracting perverts, baby?
Good for you. He was a drunk man in the bar.
She attracts
perverts, my daddy
perverts,
always
y'all.
taught me, don't let nobody put their hands on you.
Yeah, Johnny Dollar wasn't playing no games. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
But,
I think
that's right,
What?
Tony. Hey,
ahead, what?
we got to talk about the parties that we're going to.
my man TA in the
Get in.
building, C4L, baby. What parties? Oh, yeah.
So,
Go ahead, you do it.
shit, now I forgot.
See?
Don't forget Little Rock, the end of August. And
Crushing cream, y'all.
We're celebrating our 30th wedding anniversary.
You celebrating our 30th wedding anniversary.
Well,
you brought it up.
I'm turning it up.
You
Yeah, I'm
want
going
to
to celebrate it.
I'm
it's
just
Crushing
now finding
Cream.
out about this.
Really? You didn't know when your wedding anniversary was?
That ain't what I said.
Oh, okay.
I know what it is.
No,
I didn't
okay.
know it was a big
It's that same
celebration. I keep
weekend.
hearing that.
It's the same weekend.
Okay. All
And
right,
we met Steppin. That's super special.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do y'all know what I told them before what our first wedding song was? Our first dance at our wedding was "Love's Gonna Last."
Now my feet hurt. No, I ain't Gary dance with you on that song. That's a long ass song.
That's a damn shame.
But anyway, Crushing Cream. The colors are optional. They have a buffet. They're gonna have a silent party. It starts Thursday. It's not a part of the weekend package. They're working on their second hotel. You can go to Veronica Austin's page or Ted Williams' page. That's the end of August. Crushing Cream in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yep.
So it's only like 8 hours away from Houston and 9 hours from San Antonio if you're driving.
And we will be broadcasting live and inside Steppin.
Right. And then the next event is
Texas Heat.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
Texas
no. We will have a table set up at the world's largest. We will be broadcasting live from the world's largest, covering the entire event. So that is going to be really interesting because we'll be talking about the competition, and that's going to be good.
It's a prelims this weekend. Tony, hopefully you can go so we can get some good footage.
Uh-oh. Renissa Smith said, floor etiquette should be the first thing that's taught in class. My husband and I can do everything in the one tile square on the
Good.
floor. And I'm married to the coldest stepper in Chicago.
Go on,
I
girl.
like you.
Yeah, go on, girl.
I like you. Yeah.
Yeah, because they be banging, and I don't know how big as that floor was. It's Steppaganza. I was dancing with some guy, I got hit.
Should have hit him back.
It was, like,
I'm just kidding.
it was just like, wow. Yeah, we know about the prelims last week in Atlanta.
Yeah,
that
Lee and John,
was
we saw the
good.
prelims. I actually posted one, Josiah and his wife Tanya's thing on the page. If you go to
Hey,
Inside
Angela.
Steppin' on Facebook, and you can see that because we definitely got all that. And they had another prelim in what was in Minnesota.
Yeah, I think
this weekend, too.
yes, it was the next day, Saturday, and it's one this weekend. I just don't remember where.
Yeah.
So my mother always taught me that you do not want to go to get yelled at.
Stay in your square. You know what?
Yeah.
But you know what? Chi-Town's DJ Kiss. The thing is,
I think people at home just know.
You are one of those people who inherited the dance. There's a difference, and I've talked about this before. A lot of people have paid a lot of money for this dance, and unfortunately, the cost is higher because they weren't taught certain things in terms of etiquette in that process. Where on the other hand, people like us and yourself, your mother taught you stay in your square because your mother passed that down to you.
Right, it's like
that
a
was an inheritance.
family traditional thing.
That's right. That's part of your.
That's Reginald with them eyes. The one we
Reginald with them eyes.
remember we was in St. Louis. I said, "Oh, you the one to be dancing?" They had the eyes. I have to show you the videos. He was standing right there.
Now y'all see what I'm talking about. Here my wife is talking about that's Reginald with the eyes. See this
It's
the
funny
shit I'm
the
talking
way
about
he
right
dance.
here. See,
It's nice. And then what did G.O. Owens sing?
Josiah got busy.
Yeah.
Don't be
Yes,
trying
he
to change
did.
the subject.
I ain't changing
see,
the subject.
y'all see what I'm talking about. See, this is what I'm
Changing
talking
no
about right here. All hot and flustered over here.
No, it's hot in this room, y'all. He got like 30 damn computers on and like 5,000 lights on. It's hot as hell in here.
You know, light no 5,000. Why you
The
always
air
gotta be exaggerating?
The air on 68, and it's still hot in this room.
Why you be exaggerating?
This room is like Phoenix, Arizona.
You're not supposed
or
to be
something.
telling all that.
Well, I'm hot.
That's behind the scenes.
Oh, okay.
You ready? You ready to end the show?
We got to talk about one more thing. Did we
What?
say Texas Heat?
No, we getting ready to.
Okay, go on. You
All
get
right.
the details.
Anyway, y'all, we got Texas Heat, October 6th through the 9th. It is going to be off the chain, and I suggest you get your tickets and be in Houston on that weekend in October because it is going to go down, and it is a contest.
And you get paid.
You get paid
24
that
hours?
day.
Oh,
Within
you get
24 hours, you get your money. I encourage anyone and everyone to participate, to join in. Come. Who my girl Renissa Smith? She says she got the coldest stepper in Chicago. Oh, Ice Ray. I suggest y'all make it to Houston and put your money on the wood and make it do what it do because everybody gonna be there. Everybody was there. That was Nike's first one last year in October, and I tell you what,
It felt like I was in Chicago. It was
we
fun.
had so much fun. Oh my God, it was off the
think
chain.
that's when I got turned down on
says
my
she
dance.
coming. That's right, Susu. I'm gonna be looking for you, baby. We had so much fun. I still got video from that we haven't released yet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's actually our highest, I think it's like 30,000.
We got
viewers.
Seattle in the house. Katharina Brown in the building. Thank you. It was good to meet you too.
No, I was going to say, is it cold in Seattle right now? Because it's like 103
That's just you.
here. No, San
Oh,
Antonio
you're
is
talking about the
103.
weather. Okay. Yeah, the weather here is very hot. It was 103 today. But yeah, Houston in October, y'all. It is gonna yours truly, DJ Be Real. I'll be on the ones and twos at the pool party, and we'll be broadcasting live through the whole event. We're gonna cover that thing like we did last year. If y'all want to see some of what happened last year, you can go on Inside Steppin on YouTube and check that out. You can see the video from Texas Heat.
Yeah, it wasn't a swim party last
No,
year.
we didn't-
This year's
no.
going to be, that's new. Is it a swimsuit contest?
I don't know. I think
Crystal
that's a good
gonna
idea,
win.
though. She ain't allowed to get in it.
Let's give all us a chance
Look, see
to
now you done
exercise.
now you done got the lady started. Look, here go June Brown. Reggie had that eye piercing. Look, see,
Yeah.
see.
He don't know what I'm talking about. But
Because I'm not looking into Reggie's eyes.
Yeah, you're right. It's a man.
Apparently
woman
you
thing.
are. See,
He looking at me, looking at the way shit is funny.
Reggie, keep doing that shit. It's working. It's working, dog. It's working. So anyway, y'all, we're going to look. See, talking about Poppy over there glowing. That's Africa.
No,
Talking
it's
about
hot
Poppy
in
over there
this
glowing.
damn room.
I see you. She thinking about Reggie's eyes and shit. See, that's what that is. Anyway, so yeah, y'all.
So wait a minute, did we cover them all?
what?
Texas,
Yeah,
Crush and
Texas
Cream.
Heat, Crush and Cream.
That's the end of August.
And we'll be at World's Largest.
World Largest.
Right.
And
Because I ain't gonna
Texas
lie,
Heat.
y'all. With all of the events that are going on over the next few months,
Oh no, we already booked on a couple things already for 2023.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. As much as I would love to be able to attend every event, I would not love to attend every event. I mean, no,
I wanna
really,
attend them all.
it's. And you know how much work that is. I don't want to get
We gonna
burnt.
go
I ain't gonna lie.
dance.
I don't want to get burnt out.
You don't
I'm
have
just,
to work.
baby. Do you
We
realize?
just wanna dance.
Look, it ain't but
Just
so
wanna
much.
dance with somebody.
It's time for me to put her to bed, y'all. She acting like she sleepy. You know how babies act when they get sleepy, they start acting silly. That's what. So as much as I would love to attend every event, I ain't gonna lie, it's too much. It's too much, and it's expensive as hell. Cause
Ooh,
especially
they say
now.
the gas almost $7 in Chicago.
Oh hell no! See, that's my point. And like even right now, let me see. When we went
We
to
have to rent an
Steppaganza,
electric car
when we went to
Chicago.
Steppaganza, y'all, we drove 14 hours.
I know, June. That's right. Can't help.
14 hours, and we spent, was it $600?
Yeah, you said $600.
$600 going and coming just in gas.
Yeah, because it was 300 going. Yeah, so it had to be
300 going, 300
I kept
back.
up with it going.
Right. So we spent roughly $600.
But we didn't drive that far because we didn't even have to get gas when we was in the city.
Well, that's true. We did. We matter of fact, I didn't fill the truck back up
good gas
until we got ready to leave.
Yeah.
But it was but the point is, it still costs us
that normally would
$600.
only be at about a 250 trip, 250, 300.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
For the whole thing, but just as an example, and I suspect that in the coming months, because
But now I swear they doing this shit on purpose because the plane fare is cheap, and right now, you got up to Thursday. Southwest has some really good deals. I found a ticket for Atlanta for $84 one way.
Isn't tonight the night that you should be looking at airfares? Tuesday
Yeah,
night,
Tuesday,
night after midnight, y'all. Look for your airfares on
you can
different
stay
airlines. Yeah, and they usually you can catch good deals around this time. And my point that I was about to make was that prices are going up. People think that somehow these gas prices have something to do with our president and the United States, and it simply does not. It's a global. Well, it may be, but we still have expenses when we go to these events. This is a global thing that's taking place right now. We are in a downturn, an economic downturn across the entire planet. A lot of people, they don't want to hear it, don't recognize it, but it's a fact. And at the end of the day, we will all probably be paying a little more money for the things that we love and the things that we want to do.
And the hotels is outrageously overpriced.
Everything.
Yeah, hey, I got a question, survey. Do you think people are going to cut down on Steppin because of the prices of fuel in the hotels?
I do.
You think so?
Yeah. And that's what I've been saying.
Give us some hearts if you think so.
If you think that the prices are going to affect the Steppin community to the point of people staying home, show some hearts, please, y'all. I think that we are going to see a lot of changes. See, there's a lot. They're all there. I think we're going to see a lot of changes economically to the point where people are going to have to prioritize, and Steppin will probably fall off of that list of priorities for that reason. As much as we all love to dance, people are going to have to keep it local.
Yeah, keep it local, dance in the house.
Yeah. I mean, just today yesterday I put $11 11 gallons in one of our cars. That was 50-something bucks.
Wow, are you serious?
Yeah. And that was regular gas.
And these jobs got
the only
nerve
car
to
I
want
got
people
to
to come
take regular
come
gas.
back in the damn office, and they don't want to give you no gas. I mean, this is crazy, and the groceries is outrageous.
Yeah. So these promoters are also going to have to take that under account as they promote their events upcoming, and make sure that they,
Jill said she loves it, but it's costly. We have to pick and choose. Lynn said prices and lack of dances affect Steppin.
Yep. And not only that,
voting is a priority.
Black Knight says voting is a priority.
Yeah.
And there are those who say, oh, voting doesn't matter. Well, I'm going to say this to you. If you believe that, let me tell you now, if voting was not important, the Republican Party wouldn't be working so hard to cheat, and they wouldn't be working so hard to take your vote away from you. They're doing it for a reason.
And we still have COVID. We got COVID, high hotels, high fuel, the groceries is high. People who are renting, they jacking the prices of the rent up.
Yeah.
Shoot, people with mortgages, they jacking some. If you got them adjustable interest rates, they going up. This is a big mess.
And speaking of COVID, we had 2 people who publicly announced that they had contracted COVID last weekend or the weekend before last at Steppaganza.
Yeah.
So just
They
y'all
was shot and
remember.
boosted. They just had like
Yeah.
a
Y'all-
back annoying cold.
Don't start that.
No, I'm just
Don't-
saying the 2 people
Don't
said
start.
they just had like a
It
annoying
doesn't
cold.
matter. They were shot and
Oh, yeah,
boosted
you're
because
right.
that shit don't matter.
Well, they put that on the page.
But my point is, that's the false sense of security that they've given people to believe that it's
Well,
gonna
I just
matter. It
said
doesn't
what they
matter.
said.
Bottom line is, you're gonna still get it. If you're gonna get it, you're gonna get it. I don't give a damn what they stuck in your arm. And
Housing
that's a
insurance
fact.
going up.
We have enough proof of that at this point. So
All right, that's a whole nother stuff. That's
Yeah.
black factor.
well, not really, because it still affects the Steppin
Oh
community.
yeah, I guess you're right.
It affects us because we want to dance. We want to do what we've been doing. We want to socialize. We want to show up and dance, and we want to have a great time. I want to do it. I want to show up. I want to cover it. I want to DJ. I want to do all them things. I want to dance, but it has to be, there's a priority that has to take place at some point, and we have to all be mindful of our health, our well-being, and our economic situations. And everybody, and I already said anyway, before all of this, I've been saying for years, a lot of people don't realize that you have to have, a certain amount of money, a certain type of income to even be able to make 2, 3, 4, 5 different events in a year. Do you know what it like? We were just talking about the
going
cost.
To Mexico, right, for a vacation. Just
Yeah, but how many times you going to Mexico in a year?
Yeah, I guess.
Think about what I'm saying.
Yeah, normally gonna be once.
Okay, all right. See, you feel what I'm saying? So that's my whole point. We don't. A lot of people don't take a lot of these things into account when we do all this stuff.
Everybody, we sick of sitting in the house. We sat in there for
everybody
almost 2 years.
Everybody already couldn't afford to travel a lot. Now there's gonna be even less.
We saved a lot of money in 2020. Nobody went anywhere.
We did.
They spending it now. She said it's taking a risk, vaccinated or not. Yeah, you're right.
Absolutely.
You're right.
Period.
Lynn, tell us those secrets again for finding the best tickets. Maybe we can help people save money. And then people might go back to sharing rooms. When they go to the Steppin sets.
Shit, they doing that now.
Okay.
Come on, man. Really? All right, y'all. We gonna close this out.
Don't forget, a lot of you guys watch the show, but you have not subscribed. Can you please subscribe?
Go to YouTube and hit that
please
subscribe
subscribe
button, baby.
And then, are you doing the Black Factor tomorrow? Or are you on vacation yet?
I don't know. Am I on vacation yet?
I said you was on vacation June 1st. You didn't listen to me, so.
Y'all, I'm being
June
forced.
7th.
I'm being forced under
It's
duress.
June 7th.
Under duress to take a vacation.
He ain't listen yet.
Man.
So
Lynn John said Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday check plane ticket rates. Thank you.
Okay.
Y'all heard that.
Look, she said I don't want to share a room. So
off.
yeah, a lot of people don't want to share a room.
I'm not. Well, we not sharing
yeah, we
a room.
ain't sharing no room.
That ain't happening.
If I was going by myself, I don't think I would share one.
I know I wouldn't.
I could be out in the bed like this.
You do that anyway. With me. Shit. So.
I said take a vacation, yeah.
I ain't taking no vacation.
to
Y'all
find
don't
those
want
days
y'all don't
too
want me
for
to take
cheaper
no
prices.
vacation because I got too much to talk
So
about.
don't forget the Black Factor tomorrow because he's going to do the Black Factor 7:00. You missed it last week. We talked about Lake Lanier.
That was a rebroadcast. I might do a rebroadcast. I'm just saying.
Val said no sharing rooms.
Yes, no sharing.
Hey, what about sharing an Airbnb? We never did an Airbnb.
Yeah, with different bedrooms. That's a good idea.
Yeah, maybe that might help cut down money. Now don't cash every said how to donate and get a T-shirt, P.O. box.
Oh, okay.
You could do Zelle, inbox Brian.
Yeah, just hit my inbox. Oh, well, he's on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know what other.
You could do Zelle.
Where's my tech person? Tech person, where you at? I need help.
I don't think they're here. Well, he put the message on YouTube. Yeah. Then you could go back in on YouTube and give them the Zelle information.
Yeah, I'll come in on YouTube and.
She said, "Yes, I work in a hospital." Hey. Yes, I work in a hospital. Wear a mask every day. Got all the shots and boosters. Took 2 years before I got it. Go figure. Yeah, a lot of people got it a lot of people got it this year.
Yeah. We had it twice. Shit.
Enjoy your show. Very informative. And she says, I'm going to set up a GoFund page for Steppin. Shoot, we're going to need one of these outrageous prices.
Shoot, I want to go dance.
Then they got color themes. You got to buy outfits. You can't be caught.
Hey, she gonna title it "Send Mary Alice Robinson Dancing."
You probably get some money. Hey, it's a man around over there in Walsham. He has a sign. He just wants to get high and drink a couple beers.
Oh.
I bet he gets more money.
Probably.
Telling the truth. All right, you guys. So we got to work on our etiquette, and I'm not asking any more guys to dance. And
yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
But you are. Fellas, if my wife asks you to dance, don't make me come see you. Look. Don't make me have to come see you. I'm just saying. Turn my wife down. I got a problem with you. How that sound? That
turned down twice.
That sound crazy.
Now I think you told me 3 times. 3 times.
No, I think he told me he
10,
danced with you. He told me he eventually danced with you, but anyway. I think you're doing pretty damn good because there's a whole lot of women get turned down more than that.
Really?
Please. Ladies, don't men tell y'all no sometimes.
They ain't asking.
That's not true. They better ask, but they ain't dancing.
Most women over 55, they ain't asking. Is that the man that makes the hats going to be at any of these sets?
Damn.
Oh, his
Taylor
name is
Octavia
Brian.
says, shit, I don't even get dances from the ones that don't even have wives. They just pass me up. Dang. Shit.
Brian, I don't know if he's going to be at any shows, but he got some badass hats.
Oh, you talking about Brian Forbes?
Yeah, Brian Forbes.
Oh man, listen, y'all. Brian
Inbox him.
Forbes.
He's in
Brian
California.
Forbes, not me. Brian Forbes advertises his hats on the Inside Steppin page. Let me tell you, that man got some badass hats, and they are all handmade, hand blocked. He makes them himself. Black fella. And I'm gonna just share this one little fun fact again. My birthday is September the 15th of 1965. His birthday is September 14th of 1964, and we have the same name. And that is my kindred brother.
Yeah, so weird.
Bad dude. I'm talking about super
so
talented.
Brian's gonna
Check
make him
his
some
hats
jewelry,
out.
and he's gonna make Brian some hats where they both.
Well, you know what? He had
stuff.
a hat that I wanted, but I'm not. I look at my hair. I'm not. I can't
He can
wear
make
a
the hat. He make hat for the dude with the long locks. He got the roster hat. You just need a roster hat.
I got you, but
You just need a roster hat.
All right, whatever.
Yes, black-owned business,
That's right,
and
Mary Alice
you can catch him on the Black Factor. They were afraid to dance with me. You could go on the Black Factor, and it's a show about small businesses, black-owned business, and you get to see.
Why would they be afraid to dance with her? I'm just saying.
You get to see Brian Forbes hats on there.
Not me, Brian Forbes. The
other Brian Forbes.
The Black Hatter. Check him out. He's
he
a
got
bad
some
dude.
badass hats.
That black and red one, though, he had.
And I say if you're going to buy a hat, it's better to buy a good hat that will last 30, 40, 50, 60 years.
Custom made for your
instead
head
of them
hat.
Chinese
That's right.
hats.
Yeah, he makes some badass hats. All right. June Brown said, well, Poppy, the next time I see you guys, I'm asking you if it's okay for me to dance with Brian. See, she putting her bid in now. That's right, June. Get her.
Yes, if Pam, girl, thank you, girl. I don't know where he.
I don't like that
came
look.
up with that.
I don't like the way that looks. I don't like having a hat.
Like
my hair
all the
sticking out.
we're gonna watch the Mac. So remember the Mac? They all had froze with hats.
If that's the case, I'm going out like Pretty Tony because I'm finna get whipped. You dig? I'm finna go back to the butters. You dig?
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank
All right,
you
you guys.
All right, y'all. Listen, it's been great. Thank you for hanging out
Get
with
your
us.
tickets for Little Rock.
Yeah, get your
It's a
tickets.
nice, inexpensive vacation. Some cheap plane fare.
Do we have a hat to say Mr. C? Casper Perry, yes. As a matter of fact, he can do that for you.
Yes,
check
he
him
makes
out.
custom hats.
Everything he makes is handmade, custom. The Black Hatter, Brian Forbes, out in California. Yes, sir. Listen, y'all, I appreciate everything. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out with us and just listening to us babble. Because me and my wife sometimes we get to rattling. But
we both talk a lot.
We've had a
you know,
really
our
good
oldest
time.
daughter used to stay in trouble for talking. I wonder where she got that from.
Anyway, thank y'all so much. We appreciate you. We love you. When y'all see us at the set, don't forget to just come kick it and say hello and hang out, talk a little bit because you know we'll talk to you. And, man, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you feel so inclined, don't forget to hit that Cash App, $ Inside Steppin, y'all, because it helps to keep the lights on. And we love
gotta do that video
having the lights on.
with Casper and Tick Man when they was doing Inside Steppin.
Oh yeah, Casper. I'm gonna use you in my promo.
See you at the World Largest, Sheila. Yay, Sheila, come to Little Rock.
Yeah, Sheila, we're gonna be in Little Rock, Tiny Rock. I'm gonna need you to stop. I'm trying to close out the show.
Good
and
night.
You keep talking.
I'm getting out the room.
Bye.
I've been put out of better places. The hell with you.
Ain't that a bitch? Anyway, here, take this. Get out. Get out. Thank you, Lois Gabriel. We appreciate you. Listen, I love y'all. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. Y'all are the reason why I don't take a vacation, because it's a lot of things we can talk about, a lot of stuff we can continue to talk, just move on and support, and we can just, help one another through this whole thing, this life we call stepping. And anytime I can bring information or I think of a topic that's something that we can all use, I'm going to bring it to you. I'm going to bring it to you, and I'm going to put some perspective on it. We're going to put a little spin on it, and we're going to put some respect on it, and we're going to make it do what it do, and we're going to bring it back so the next time when we're out on the set, you know what I'm saying, we get a chance to exercise some of these good ideas. If it ain't nothing more than giving your fellow dancer a hug. Let me talk about hugs right quick before I go. I want to tell y'all, I said this on the last show when I talked about Steppaganza. Something occurred to me while we were there. And what it was that I feel really good, and I didn't realize how good I felt when in fellowship with so many of y'all, when we are all in a place under a common bond, and there's nothing but love in the room, there's nothing but love among our peers. When my guys that I don't see, I see every few months or whenever we go to a different set, or people I haven't seen in years, and they come up to me and they hug me, and you can tell the purity in those interactions. That is refreshing. That is restoring. That is uplifting. And that's something we can all do more of when it comes to just all of us. I mean, it's there's nothing to me that equals that. It has a life of its own, and I think that we should spend more time making sure that we're all okay, that we're okay and we're okay with each other, and that our fellow dancers are okay. Sometimes just ask, just you all right, bruh? And don't just ask, mean it. If they want to confide and say, hey man, yeah, I'm good, but I'm struggling a little bit, whatever it is, but be there for them, because it's a hell of a thing, man, just to know that people care. And that means everything to me. Smiling Happily says, it is Men's Mental Health Month. Nothing is wrong with therapy. That part, too. We ain't going to go there right now because we definitely have had that topic on this show, and we're going to cover it again in the future. So, like I said, Steppers, I love y'all. Give somebody a hug. I want to thank everybody. Have yourselves a fantastic night, and I'll see you tomorrow on the Black Factor. This time 7 sharp on Wednesday. Y'all have a good night. Peace out.